In this module, you will learn how to use the image component. The image component allows you to place an image on your page, and in-component editing options offer the ability to crop and style the image. You'll be using images that have already been uploaded. To learn how to upload images into the Digital Asset Manager, or DAM, watch the modules AEM Interface Tour, DAM, and Uploading Images and Other Files. If possible, always upload your image to the DAM rather than uploading it directly to the component. When an image is uploaded to the DAM, AEM will process the image and create a variety of renditions, small, medium, and large, and AEM will then select the right rendition to use for a given component. So in this module, we're going to place an image component on our Coffee Co site, specifically on the Contact Us page. To place an image component on the page, you must be within the editing window, as we are now. Locate the sidekick and scroll through the general items to find the component labeled image. Here it is. Click and drag this component onto the page. You will note that the dotted purple line appears where the image can be placed. There is also a green check mark on the icon you are dragging. If you drag the icon into an area that cannot hold an image component, like this, the red circle with a line through it, the universal symbol for do not, will appear in the icon. When you let go of the mouse and the dotted line is present, a generic photo icon will appear on your page and your component has been placed. The component can move with or without content anywhere on the page that the image component is allowed. Now, to fill the component with your preferred image. First, open the component by right-clicking on it and selecting Edit. Next, locate the DAM image on the far left section of your screen. To find the image you want, you can either scroll through the window or type a keyword in the search box. Let's type Control Contact and see what we get. Lots of interesting options. Because the Content Finder will display all the images that have been uploaded recently, you may find it easier to locate your image using the Browse tab at the top of the Content Finder. That's here. When you click on the Browse tab, the site folders will appear, and you can drill down to the site or page folder that will have the image you are looking for. So if we go down here to Coffee Co and Contact Us, we see an image that we would like to use. A quick note about naming. This is where your careful work in naming your images when you are uploading them is helpful. For example, Original 112 is not a great name for this photo. Perhaps something like Surrey at Night would be helpful in finding it at a later date. So now that we've found the image that you would like to use, we click on it and drag it to the editing window, release the mouse, and the image is placed. Now we need to crop the image so that it appears properly. By default, images are rendered at 100% of their component's width. To change that, we will use AEM's easy-to-use in-component editing. We can crop an image to a preset aspect ratio, and preset aspect ratios are especially useful when you need to make a group of images have the same height and width, so there is uniformity in the images. Images can also be cropped freeform. Also note, cropping an image is non-destructive. You can always return the image back to its original uncropped form. To crop an image, click the Crop button and the Image Crop toolbar will appear. This toolbar can be moved anywhere, just like the sidekick. Click the drop-down menu and select an aspect ratio. The default is free crop, which allows you to crop the image to any ratio. Selecting a ratio will trigger the crop area to appear, as shown by these black brackets. To change the size of the crop area, click and drag these corners. Note that the aspect ratio does not change. To reposition the crop area, click and drag in the middle of the crop area. Once you are satisfied, click OK. To revert the image back to its original uncropped version, go back into the crop, select Free Crop, and drag the corners back to the edges of the image. There are also several advanced features in the image component. Let's look at them under the Advanced tab. Title. Text placed in this box will appear when a mouse pointer is hovered on the image. Alt text. Text written here will appear in browsers that do not display images and can be read by screen readers for accessibility. If left blank, it will use any text that is entered in the title field. Link to. Link to features allow you to add a link to a file or page in AEM so that your reader can be redirected with an image instead of text. Description. This is the caption field which will appear underneath the image. I'll enter one now. Max width simply sets the maximum width. And lastly, CSS class. This allows you to provide an optional class name that will apply a style to the contents. A list of available styles that can be applied to an image component is located on our CMS help site. As always, to delete a component, simply hover over the component, right-click, and select Delete. This tutorial covers the key elements of creating and editing an image component for your page. Consider reviewing other videos on using a text component, column component, or carousel component to make your page fabulous.